Okay, I'm here to present to you CDataNet tools. And the agenda is say that first I will present Mikado and then I will present Nemo and Octopus. I will do it the other way around because logically you start from the data, then you convert it to CDataNet format, and then you use Mikado to describe the metadata. So first of all, this is the overview of my presentation. I will first of all make a short overview of all the tools, and I will place them in the context of CDataNet infrastructure. I will explain you why, again, I'm talking about the tools, because some of you already have many training courses about Mikado and Nemo. And then I will go into more details about Nemo, Mikado, and Octopus. So that's one of the challenge for a data infrastructure is to distribute homogeneous data and metadata files to users in standardized formats that can be used in standard tools. And to do so, we have produced in the frame of CDataNet projects and the CDataNet 2 and CData Cloud project, we have produced tools which I will explain today, which are Nemo, Octopus, and Mikado. Nemo is a tool for data file conversions. In input of Nemo software, you have data files at any or ASCII format. Any is a bit too much because we have some rules, but anyway, you can have ASCII format as input file of Nemo, and as output file of Nemo, you will have data files at CDataNet format. So it's a reformatting tool. The aim of Nemo is to generate files at CDataNet formats, which is Ocean Data View, NetCDF, and MedAtlas format, which is also a text format enriched in metadata, and which was used mostly by the Mediterranean countries during the previous phases of European projects. And these are called CDataNet format because they have specific information in there which is used by the CDataNet infrastructure. And this specific information is the specific local CDI ID and ENMO code, which are used for CDataNet, and also mapping to the CDataNet vocabulary, which is the BODC vocabulary that you know. So example of this specific information that are in the CDataNet files, you have these semantic headers, which are the mapping between your parameter code in your files and the BODC parameter codes. And you have the local CDI ID, and you have also some, not mandatory, but you can have some reference to external link, which are linked to CDataNet infrastructure. Octopus, second tool, is a tool which is also a data format conversion tools, but it will convert only files which already are at CDataNet format. So if you have file, for example, at ODV format, you can convert it to NetCDF, for example. But both are already CDataNet formats. So Octopus is used to do so. It's also used to split one multi-station file into n station files. So you can use it to split your files. And we will see more about Octopus later on, but so nevertheless. I don't know how to go back, so I don't. This one? Okay. Okay, thank you. So, data splitting and other functions that are not described on this slide, but that will be described later on. And finally, the third tool is Mikado, that most of you know. It's used to generate standardized metadata XML description for CDI catalog of CDataNet. And it can be used automatically from a database or manually if you want to input manually the information in Mikado. Mikado generates description for all the catalogs of CDataNet, which are the description of Marine Dataset, EDMED, Marine Project, EDMERP, Cruise Summary Report, EDIOS, and CDI. And the CDI is descriptions of metadata is generated by Mikado only for vertical profile, time series, and trajectories. If we place the tools in the context of CDataNet, on one hand, on one side, you have the data centers, which manage the data as they want to manage the data. They can have metadata in a database, they can have metadata in files, they can have data in database, they can have data in files. It depends on the choice they have. On the other side, in CDataNet, you have the central catalogs, which are listed on the slide. Then to provide metadata to CDataNet catalogs, you will have to use Mikado, which relies on CDataNet vocabulary, BODC vocabulary. Then to provide your data at CDataNet format, you will have to use Nemo to convert your ASCII file to CDataNet format file. Also, you will have to use ODV to quality check the data. And if you want to convert, to have several formats of your data files at CDataNet format, if you want to have, for example, NetCDF and ODV format, you can use Octopus to convert from one CDataNet format to another one. And this is the other part of the system where you know that we have the download manager, which is connected to the coupling table to retrieve the data in the data centers. I will give you some example of data flow using the tools, just to have, you can get an idea of what is going on in some data centers. This is an example of, for example, this data center have files at format, you receive data files at format X, let's say, any format, converts it to CDataNet format using Nemo. Then it goes through the quality checks, and he has the same files, but with quality checks having the CDataNet values. It can convert these files to other formats using Octopus, and then it can have the metadata information in a local database. Using Mikado, it will extract the metadata from the database and generate the XML description for the CDI catalog. That's one possibility. Another possibility is the data center has all metadata and data in a local database. So in that case, you receive files at what point. The data are inserted in the database. The quality checks are made on the database. And they don't need any, because the data are saved in the database, not in data files, they don't need to use neither Nemo, neither Octopus. They will only use Mikado to generate the local, the CDI description. Another example is this data center does not have any database, only data files. So we receive data at a format, any format, convert them to Nemo, to CDataNet format, perform the QC on it, can also use Octopus to have several formats. And from Nemo, it generates an Excel file, which is used by Mikado to generate the XML description of the metadata. So here, no database. Here, everything in the database. Here, files and metadata in the database. And all of them will be accessible through the download manager. The download manager will, with the link of the coupling table, will go and fetch the data in the files, in that case, or in that case. And here it will go directly to the database to extract the data at the right format from the database. So that's the context. So why now? Why again a workshop on Mikado and Nemo software? Because these tools are in use since the beginning of CDataNet, that is more than 10 years ago. But still, a number of data and metadata files contain errors. And some of these errors are blocking errors. Others are not blocking errors, but are very time-consuming mistakes when performing the generation of the global products, like the regional coordinators, the regional leaders do. So that is the reason why we do this training again. And the aim of this presentation is to avoid these errors and mistakes as much as possible, of course. So first of all, to be sure that you understand the semantic we use, so I will show you an example of a CDataNet ODV file, which I divided into several colors. On the top, you can have optional command lines, which must start with a double slash in ODV. But you can have them. They are not mandatory. You can have commands, but not necessary. Then you can have lines making reference to external CDataNet external links, which are reference to a cruise summary report, for example, reference to the ship which collect the data at sea, or reference to the local CDI ID itself. And then you have this yellow part, which is what we call the CDataNet semantic header, which is mandatory in all CDataNet files, which is the mapping between the local code of the parameter in the ODV file and the BODC parameters. So this is the most important part, let's say, in your data file. It's mandatory, and it has to be well formatted and well in coherence with the data which are in the file. Then we have the ODV column headers, which are, the first part is fixed, it's metadata, let's say. And then after the metadata, you have the columns, the measured parameters, and the quality flag. Each time you have one parameter, one quality flag, one parameter, one quality flag. So these are all the ODV data lines. And as I said before, these are on the left part are the metadata, the station header information. And on the right part are the measured parameters and the QC flags columns. So, and what is very important to understand is that there are some corresponding, the columns, the parameter columns here, must be described in the SDN parameter mapping lines. So the first parameter here is the depth, which is the first line in the SDN parameter mapping lines. And it says there that depth, which is the local name in your files, is mapped to ADEPZZ01, which is a P01 parameter, and which unit is this code, which corresponds to meter here. So these lines here have to be exactly coherent with the columns in the ODV file. All the lines here correspond to one parameter. You must not have more lines there than parameters measured in your file, and not less neither. You must have exactly the same number of parameters here than the number of measured parameters in your files. So that is very important to understand that. I think that's it for that. And now you have seen from all the regional leaders that they reported some errors in the data files. So I've tried to to group them by group of errors, and I've tried to say which tools will avoid to have this error. If you use this tool, you will never have this kind of error in your ODV file or your NetCDF file. So for example, wrong parameter code, we found something like this one. The red one has a bad codes, and the green one had the right codes. So we found some file with this code, which doesn't exist in P01, should be this one. If Nemo have been used to convert your file, you will never have this red code in the files. The use of deprecated parameter code also is because you have created your files maybe some years ago, and now one of the parameters you used some years ago doesn't exist anymore. It does exist in the P01 vocabulary, but it's deprecated, so you are not allowed to use it anymore in your data file. Up to now, there is no tools dealing with that, but all the next version of the tools will deal with the deprecated parameters. They will they will find the deprecated parameter and will replace it with a new code in your data file. So you will be able to use Octopus to change the old deprecated parameters and replace them with a new code, which is delivered by the BODC vocabulary. So we also found, the regional leaders found also all the vocabulary codes. This now, with Octopus, it can be replaced. We had also some files without semantic headers that I showed previously. Nemo will avoid this Nemo avoid this kind of error. And also we had error in the mapping line, like missing brackets, like for example here in front of units, the bracket is missing. So using Nemo, you will not have this kind of error. Other type of errors is, for example, error in the metadata ODV columns name. We had, for example, the spelling of the metadata column in ODV are fixed in the format and must not be changed. So, for example, it's bottom def with a white blank character between bottom and def. It has to be there and not like there. Or the date has to be with double dot here and not with this kind of character. And again, the unit of latitude is degrees north and not deg north. So these kind of errors are avoided using Nemo. Again, there are errors in ODV data column headers, such as, for example, missing space between the name of the parameter and the unit, as you can see here, for example. Or the primary variable, which is the first measured parameter in the ODV file, must be an authorized primary variable. And the list of the authorized primary variables are given in ODV. So for example, it must be primary variable must be in a specific list, and it must be appropriate to the type of data you are managing. If you are managing a core of sediment beneath the bottom of the sea, you cannot use this parameter as reference parameter because this is the depth below the surface of the sea. You must use the depth below the surface of the seabed. So you must use this code as reference parameter for core sediments. This is an example. Also, for vertical profile, the reference parameter must be depth or pressure, and cannot be like that like this one, which is a sequence number, which has been found in some files. So you have to be very careful about the first parameter in your ODV file. And also, with Nemo, you don't have this kind of problem. We have found also extra last empty column in the ODV files, which are not blocking errors, but nevertheless, it sends a warning to ODV, so it's not good. And we had quality flags column missing, so that's not authorized, and Nemo does not generate files with this kind of errors. So other errors, there are error in ODV metadata and data lines, like, for example, wrong EDMO code, which was used. The EDMO code in the ODV file has to be the EDMO code of the CDI partner and not of the data originator. This is very important. Otherwise, CDataNet is not able to go in the right CDI partner or data center to find the data. So you have to be very careful about that, and this is also avoided by Nemo. Missing value in ODV file are set to nothing, not to some strange value like this one. This can work in other formats, but not in ODV. So using Nemo, we can avoid this kind of error. And finally, sometimes we had also wrong use of the quality flag scale, which must be a CDataNet flag. And another type of error are the incoherency between data files and metadata files, as reported by the regional leaders. For example, in some files, in the CDI file, you make reference to the P02 parameter, whereas in the data file, you make reference to the P01 parameter, but they have to be linked together. You cannot put some P02 which are not linked to P01. They have to be mapped. So, and for example, also some people, they describe their files the same way for all the stations of a cruise, for example. But it happens that for one station, nitrate and nitrate are not measured. So they should not appear in the P02 of the CDI description. Otherwise, when we will look for the data, we are thinking that there is nitrate and nitrate in this file because they were the code of the P02 code of nitrate and nitrite is available in the CDI description, but it's not in the file. So we will have empty ODV file after the extraction done by Maris. So this, up to now, we don't have tools to check that, but we will, in the frame of CData Cloud, we will develop a checker which will check this incoherency between XML files and data files. Sometimes the regional leaders reported also discrepancies between the local CDI ID in the data file and in the CDI file. So in that way, you can understand that it's not possible to match the two files. And this one I already reported before. Originator code in the data file and, for example, CDI partner code in the CDI file. So this has to be checked. All these checks has to be implemented in a new tools which is not available yet. So this is just to push as much as possible people to use the tools that we have developed, because using the tools you are sure to be standard and lots of errors will be avoided. And also, as you know, the standards evolve with time and with specifications. So further standard and format evolution are taken into account with the tools without any change on your side. We do the work, and then you just have to convert the file using the tools. And doing so, we will have better results. Of course, incoherency could still be in the files if you don't take care, like the one we were talking about previously. If you use for example, a P01 parameter per volume and you put a unit per kilogram. We cannot check everything, but you have to be careful, and there is no incoherency allowed between the data files and the XML CDI description, and the coupling table also. So we will try to improve our checks, but still you need to be careful. I think for this presentation, it's more or less the last one, except that yesterday we put a paper around asking people what they need for the training course, and this is the results of this consultation, let's say. For ODV, 34 people say they are good users, and 9 are beginners. For Mikado, 29 say they are good users, 7 are beginners. Nemo, only 11 users and 1 beginner. And Octopus, there are up to no users. But the tool has been released only on February this year, so that is kind of normal. But tomorrow we have the training workshop, which is only 2 hours, 2.5 hours for ODV, Nemo, Mikado, and Octopus. And as you know, to be trained to the tools, especially if you are beginners, you need more than 2 hours and a half hours. You need several days. So we have to share the time between Rainer and me. So we share both. We have less. I will have only 1 hour and quarter of hour to describe for Nemo, Mikado, and Octopus, which is very short, especially for beginners, because they would need several days. So I don't know. Either I can answer to specific questions on problems that you have. Either I can try with you to convert one file using Nemo, because I see that not a lot of you use Nemo, and maybe it's a pity. Or we can focus on Octopus, which is new for all of you. I don't know. It's up to you to decide. I don't know your need. I don't know what you would like to bring back with you from this training workshop. And I would like to be as much as possible efficient. So maybe we can decide now what you would like to have tomorrow. Mikado is not possible within 1 hour and 30 minutes. I can answer to questions that you have on Mikado, but I'm not going to train you, because we need a database or a specific Excel file, so it's too much. But if we choose between Nemo and Octopus, can you raise your hand? Who would like Nemo, for example? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Are you more beginners or experimented people? For Nemo, beginners? Okay. More, you already use it. Okay. And about Octopus? So it's more or less the same. Yeah. So maybe the one who would like to focus on Nemo, prepare some questions, and the other one, I will give you a directory of CDataNet files, and you could play with Octopus and ask me the question that you need to ask me, okay? We'll do like that.